Coming up next on Columbus Connection, it is already October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. There is still a great need. We're going to tell you how to help. Stay tuned. Welcome to Columbus Connections. I am your host, David Britt, and it is already, I don't know what happened in September, but it is already October. And so we know this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Now we know there's a lot of stuff going on this year with COVID-19. It's stopped a lot of things, but one thing it has not stopped is the need for help and assistance for people who are dealing with breast cancer. And it's also not going to stop Paint the Town and Paint the Wink Pink. We're going to do it virtually, but we're going to keep it going. I have with me Ms. Cheryl Johnston, the CEO of the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition. We're going to talk about that and what they do and how they help, and talk about how you can help with them. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Oh, yes. It's October already.
It seems like you just left yesterday.
It does. Seems like I just left last week. But, you know, with all this COVID stuff, it is just, seems like everything is running together.
Yeah. But speaking of running, this is the time of year where you put on your running shoes.
That's right. Got my running shoes on. Yes.
Now, first, tell us about the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition and what you all do in this community.
Well, of course, we are a nonprofit, a 501c3 organization, have been in existence for over 15 years, and we are here to help those that are uninsured and underinsured. And our services, we provide outreach, education, screenings, navigation, and advocacy for those that are in need of cancer services or resources when life happens. And that's what I like to say. When life happens, we're that go-to to help people connect and get what they need.
All right, so if a young person, and this, I almost said young lady, but it could be male or female.
Absolutely.
So, or not even young. If a person feels that they notice something, they feel something, not even before they test positive, but they want information about it, they want to know what to do.
Right.
They can turn to you all. And what are some of the things that you all would provide for them?
We, as I said, if there is someone, just say for instance, there is a young lady who is in her 20s and there may be a history of breast cancer in her family, and she finds a lump and she doesn't have insurance or she's underinsured, she or he, we're there to fill that financial gap, to get them to the necessary screenings that are needed. We have collaborations in the community with several physicians, several healthcare providers, and we walk them through the steps to get the services that they need. And you know, during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we are really pushing it. And I want to tell you about 2 screenings that we have coming up during the Paint the Town Pink Week.
And for that person, if they do find that they do have breast cancer, it doesn't stop there. You all do still have offerings.
Absolutely. And for Paint the Town Pink Week, or what we call our Neighbors Helping Neighbors Cancer Assistance Fund, all of the funds that are raised from all of our fundraisers, and you all have been great. You know, we have had collaborations with several entities. Those monies stay right here in the community to help those cancer patients with their lights, with their gas, with mortgage or rent assistance or transportation assistance. So when life happens, we're there to help fill the gap. During COVID, we've had, of course, a lot of people who have either lost their jobs, or those persons who the physician may have said, you need to stay home and don't go because they work in a frontline, you know, facility or on the front line. And they're exposed to the COVID. And so we have been helping people during this time as well. And as I said, the money that's raised through all of our fundraisers, all of the donations that come, go right back out into the community, because it's our Neighbors Helping Neighbors program, and we want, you know, to be neighbors and help those other neighbors.
Yeah, and that's what's great about the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition. One, that it stays within the community.
Absolutely.
And you all address those needs that sometimes people might not think about. You think someone has cancer, they go to chemotherapy, they go to radiation, they beat it, but you don't think about the job loss. You don't think about the needs of transportation and just the needs of resources that are so hard to come by, especially for people that can't afford them. And then another thing I've seen that you all do is just the support of it, is that having these resources, having these connections, a lot of times when people contract breast cancer, they just don't know what to do, and they just shut down. And you will just that light and just being able to direct them and to comfort them and to kind of show them there's a way, that giving them that hope is a big part of it, I think.
Absolutely, and we are so blessed to have so many women who have been impacted by the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition, or just have a love for our organization, that if we come across someone who needs that support, we get them connected with another woman who has gone through the journey or who's going through the journey. And to be that support, we have a young survivor support group that started, and we're meeting via Zoom. One of the young ladies, Ms. Felania Williams, came to me, and I had the idea, but God just really made it work out where her vision and my vision merged together. And so now we meet monthly via Zoom, and all the young survivors, or those survivors at heart, young survivors at heart, are able to just talk, and we have resources, available for them. So we try to be, as I said, that resource in the 13 counties, because we serve 13 counties in our community, 2 over in Alabama, Lee and Russell, and then we go as far north as Troup, Meriwether County, and as far south as Sly County. So we service a really wide range, and people in those areas are able to tap into the resources that we have.
Now, one of you all's big initiatives is Paint the Town Pink. But of course, with everything with COVID and everything going on, you're going to have to do things a little differently.
Sure.
But it's not going to stop anything.
Absolutely.
So tell us what we're going to have.
We have stepped out of the box. We are literally running, we want to say nationwide, because if you have loved ones or people who want to support us, they can in Maine or in North Carolina or Georgia or wherever. And so we have a virtual Paint the Town Pink week. And for the first time, we are not doing T-shirts. We're doing the mask this year. And so that is the only way to get a mask, is to register for our walk run. And it's a 5K walk run. It's wherever you are, in the neighborhood, in the park, your treadmill. Put your pink sneakers on, or regular sneakers, and run, walk with your family, with your sorority group, or with your fraternity group, or whatever, whoever you want to. Because, of course, of COVID, we can't gather, because every year we have an amazing turnout for our Paint the Town Pink. Downtown, on the Riverwalk, 1,500 people are there. And, of course, because of COVID, we can't gather. So we want to make sure that those immunocompromised persons can still do what they do. And so the mask is one of those things we decided to do. We are literally painting the town pink, because on Friday the 16th, we're having a virtual paint party.
Okay.
Yes, the paint party is with Painting with a Twist. And so we ask people to go online, get registered for that. There is a really nice painting. Painting supplies are included, and a pink paintbrush. And they're able to do it in the confines of their home or in a studio that they want to, or wherever. It's going to be virtual. We'll have a live instructor teaching and doing the paint as if you're, there in the studio. And that's from 7 until 9. And we're looking forward to that collaboration. That's something new that we've decided to do, to literally paint the town pink.
7 a.m. or p.m.?
7 p.m.
So that's pretty cool. So it's going to be like a nice little thing to do in the evening, nice little weekend.
It is a really great thing to do, husband, wife thing, family thing. You'll be in your confines. And what you'll do is, once you register, they'll go to Painting with a Twist to pick up their to-go kit, because it's in a box. The canvas is there, and so, it'll be a date night. You could be a date night for you and your wife. So that would be, that's what we're, promoting and pushing, a girls group, night or what have you. Drink your little wine, eat your cheese, and paint and have fun during that.
Awesome.
And as I said, the week starts the 12th through the 18th. The very first day is Monday. We are dedicating that to survivors, and so we ask any survivor to go online, submit a picture, the number of years, their name, and we're going to have a virtual picture parade. We normally have a parade during the Paint the Town Pink actual event, but this time I decided we still want to do a parade, but let's do it virtually.
Right. Now,
So
do you have to register to have your
they
picture?
do, yes,
Okay.
because we're asking, they have to give permission for their
Right.
picture to be utilized. And so it's done online, and they just go to wcgcc.org. There's a little login thing, and they type in the information. So that's the virtual picture parade. Then on the 13th, we're having a breast cancer screening in collaboration with John B. Amos Cancer Center with Dr. Kenneth Smith. Now, we do this every month during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but even the months prior to that. This is something that we do on a consistent basis. And so during Paint the Town Pink Week, we have two screenings, one at the John B. Amos Cancer Center, and on the 15th, we'll have one at the St. Francis. And that's in collaboration with Dr. Charles Scarborough
Nice.
at St. Francis. The 14th is the Knockout Crew. We're doing the Survivor Support Group, and we're talking about optimum eating. And we want the women to know that, there's optimum eating, during survivorship, and want to make sure that, they're eating healthy. And then we close it out on the 18th with our Pink Sunday, Anywhere USA. We want the faith-based organizations to choose the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition as a charity of choice, or anyone in the community who'd like to donate and know that the money stays here, to go online and donate to us.
Yeah.
Now, for the screenings, they will, if there's anyone who's uninsured or underinsured, they will need to call our office, Darla Spencer, at 706-660-9516 to get registered for that. If they haven't had a mammogram in several years, or if there's an issue, we can get them into one of those screenings on the 13th or the 15th. So that's really important. Here in Columbus and in this region, no woman or man should say, I can't afford to get a mammogram, because we're here.
Right.
That's what we do every day, all day.
Right, right. You know what I like about it is that with these changes, it's caused us as a whole to be so much more creative into what we do. With the 5K, for instance, as opposed to, it would be great to be all together, but imagine just all over the city.
Yes.
People, every park you drive by, and every neighborhood you ride down, somebody has on a pink shirt or something pink, and they're walking. And then with the painting, making that a date night, and the ability for people to now contribute and be a part of it worldwide.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to, if you have somebody that's from this area that moved or is no longer living here,
Right.
they can still feel like home and still contribute to something that's taking care of home.
Absolutely, and that's sort of why we decided to do it virtually, because Paint the Town Pink is a movement. It is something that we've been doing now. This is our 11th year that we've been doing it, and giving, as I said, giving back in the community. And if someone's moved away, there's someone, that who is a survivor, get them involved, get them, participating in the Paint the Town Pink Week. And it's not just the week, it's the whole month of October.
Yeah.
They can start now, and it doesn't have to start and end in October. We are always in need of donations for the breast cancer awareness, as well as other cancer awareness. Now, the money that is raised during October, it helps the Neighbors Helping Neighbors Cancer Assistance Fund, which helps with all cancers. We just feel like 11 years ago to capitalize, because we were the only breast cancer awareness walk in this area. There weren't any breast cancer awareness walks. Now they're all over, everywhere. But we were the first in the area to implement the breast cancer awareness walk, and Paint the Town Pink Week, or Paint the Town Pink, is our tagline.
Again, tell us the website to go to help donate, as well as the phone number if they need anything else.
If someone's interested in donating or participating, please go to our website, www.wcgcc.org, and there's a link that says Paint the Town Pink Week. You click on that link and you will get all the information. If they'd like to, they may give us a call at 706-660-0317, and we'll get the information that they need. We're here for the community.
Right. And remember, everything you contribute goes to help people right here within this community. This is a group effort, it's a community effort. We're all a part of it. We can all contribute to help. We'll see you when you're pink somewhere online or somewhere in the park while you're helping with the West Central Georgia Cancer Coalition. Thanks for watching. This is Columbus Connections.